Alright guys, we're on to the next repair video here. What I got in the shop here is my 370 H&S manure spreader. I bought this thing here this summer, I believe. I can't remember when. I think this summer I bought this. And overall it's in really good shape. For being used. The inside, the floor is new, the end gate's new, the beater's pretty new. I paid $3,700 for this spreader, so and that's a pretty good price for it. Bless you. Anyways, there's just a few minor things I gotta do with it. It's all in the back here. Well, besides the front, in the front, I know I talked earlier about converting this to 1,000 PTO. I am gonna do it. It's pretty simple. All I gotta do is, you know what, I can just look in there once because I haven't looked in there myself, but I'll take a peek in there right now. All there is a sprocket in here. I'm gonna turn the light on so we can see what there's a sprocket. This sprocket right here. I just gotta change that out and put it to I think the dealer said a 16 tooth sprocket, and then it should be ready to rock and roll for 1,000 PTO. It doesn't seem right, but we'll look at her once we get to that area, that step. But I don't have to change the PTO. It is only 540 PTO, but I got the adapter for it, so I don't have to change that. They said that would have been one requirement, but I can save myself a couple bucks by I already have the adapter, so I don't need that. Yeah. Was back here earlier, cleaned off all the beaters with the twine. We should be getting out of that now, since we do not use twine anymore. We just use net wrap. So what I got to do is basically three things I got to do to this, other than grease her up for the winter. And I don't know how much I'll be using it this winter, but I got a couple piles that if it warm up one day, I'd haul them out. But before I can do anything, I have to take this piece off. Basically, all it is these bolts here, and then that one, this one, and that one there. I gotta take this piece off. I gotta take these two out here. I'm gonna have to cut that. The reason why I gotta do that is because this piece here is starting to rust out, and I gotta turn this thing. Let's shut it off. It's starting to rust out. You can see where there's a bunch of holes up here. Actually, there's a nice big hole right there. And this piece here is getting really weak. You can actually see where it's actually cracked, and it's actually cracked all the way down through there. So I'm going to have to I'm going to take this piece off. I gotta take this whole piece off, and then yeah, I might have to prop the beater up on something. Take this piece off so I can weld a new piece on here, or I might just buy a new piece. They could just weld a new piece on here, and that would probably do it too. Well, I guess we'll see once I get it off, but I have to take it off. I think it'd just be easier to do it that way, and instead of trying to do it as it's on here. Like I said, I don't think it's a whole lot to take off, but saying one thing and actually doing it is another. But yes, I will be doing that. This is probably the first thing I'm going to be doing here, is taking this piece off. And then second piece involves this spring. Yes, $20, well actually the $10 spring, but I had to pay $10 for shipping for it. In the gearbox here, I have to set you guys down here. I gotta remove the gear in here. Oh. In the gearbox here, as you can see, this lovely mess I got in here. There's this spring right here is actually weak. And what that does is it keeps this thing, it's a tension spring, or compression spring. Can't talk today. And what that does is it keeps it in gear. And what I'm having problems with is when she gets into a somewhat of a load, you know, just a thick piece, like a bedding pack or anything like that, she wants to keep kicking out. So I'm going to replace the spring in there, and I'm hoping that's what's going to solve the problem, because the spring is pretty weak in there. But I'm also going to look up in here. There's another spring, and then you got that tooth up there, but I got to look at that too. That's the only other thing I really have to look at on here, is change the spring out. If I just leave that there so I know where it is. But otherwise, this side here is pretty solid. It's got a little pinhole here. I might just put a patch on it. Otherwise, this side here is actually pretty good shape. I don't really see any rust spots or weak spots in it. It's pretty solid, so yeah. But yeah, it's got the new beaters. The beaters are really good shape. Yeah, this was replaced, and the end gate's all new, and floor's new. So once I get this and that, a few small minor things fixed on it, I think she'll be golden for a while. So stay tuned. This is going to be the next project, and then if for you guys that want to see more of the tractor repairs that are going to be coming up, the BR780 is going to be next. I got some small things I got to do with some new teeth, and then well, I'll show you later. That's just another video. I'll show you what's going to be done to that. But this is what we're going to work on right now, and then we'll be moving on to the baler, and then we'll be going to the tractors. So there's more ox beams to put on, and light bars, and new shop lights that are coming in here. For you guys that watch One Lonely Farmer, I did order some from their site, and I will do a review on them. I only ordered 2 just to see what the difference is, and then we'll go from there of how many more we want to get. They're not the same as what Lonely Farmer got, but these are a little different, so those will be coming too here once I get them in the mail. Yeah, so stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff to do here this winter to get ready for spring. We only got 3 months, and it should be April, so it'll come soon enough. So stay tuned, guys, and thanks for watching, and please comment, rate, and subscribe.